Okay, let's dive into this. Breaking into a brand new tech-driven industry can honestly feel overwhelmingly complex, right? I mean, most of us don't even know where to begin when it comes to pivoting our careers. Well, welcome to today's Explainer, where we're looking at a highly practical, incredibly direct pathway straight into the green energy sector. If you're someone who loves to learn efficiently and you want to understand exactly how emerging tools can accelerate a career transition, you are absolutely in the right place. Today, we're breaking down the LELAIL Solar Careers Prompt Pack to understand exactly how this tool takes a vast, complicated job market and distills it down into a really structured, accessible format. Let's look at exactly what this is and why it matters so much right now. Think about this. The UK's solar industry is literally set to double by the year 2030. Double. That is not some distant, abstract projection. We're talking about a massive, immediate economic shift happening right in front of us. To put that into perspective, it took decades to build the current infrastructure, and now the entire sector has to replicate that exact same capacity in just a few short years. It's an expansion driven by a mix of rapidly dropping technology costs, energy security needs, and widespread infrastructural updates. And when an industry doubles in that kind of compressed time frame, it creates a massive vacuum for talent. We're looking at a phenomenal opportunity for growth, innovation, and for sure, stable employment. But there's a fascinating challenge that comes with such rapid exponential growth. So, did you know there are solar jobs out there that you've probably never even heard of? Because the industry is evolving so quickly to meet that doubling capacity. The reality is there are fantastic, high-quality jobs available right now that most people are completely unaware of. When we hear the word solar, our brains usually jump to a very specific image, right? Usually someone in a hard hat, balancing on a roof in the pouring rain, installing glass panels. But the ecosystem required to support an industry of this scale is incredibly vast. For every single person up on a roof, you need a whole network of logistics coordinators, software operators, compliance experts, and customer liaisons working behind the scenes. There's just this massive gap between the booming economic opportunity and public awareness of these hidden supporting roles. Let's move on and see how this builds. Section 1. The solution. What is the prompt pack? We know there's a booming industry, and we know there are hidden jobs. Bridging that gap brings us to the prompt pack itself. So the crucial point is, stripping away all the technical jargon, this tool is simply a downloadable PDF. Inside this document, you're going to find 10 rigorously tested course prompts. These prompts cover a wide spectrum of those hidden solar careers we were just talking about, ranging from a solar customer onboarding assistant all the way to a solar compliance administrator. Just think about that compliance role for a second. Every single panel installed requires permits, grid connection approvals, and safety sign-offs. That creates a mountain of necessary administrative work that has absolutely nothing to do with wielding a wrench. Instead of guessing what these jobs entail from a vague job description, these prompts act as digital keys to unlock interactive career taster courses, letting you actually experience the day-to-day workflow. Section 2. Demystifying the tech. How it actually works. Now, you might be hearing words like prompts and interactive courses and wondering if you need to be some kind of software engineer to actually use this. Absolutely not. The mechanics are remarkably straightforward. Step 1, you just copy the prompt directly from your PDF. Step 2, you paste that prompt into the LELAIL platform. Step 3, you get a complete, fully interactive course. That entire setup process takes less than 60 seconds. I mean, in under a minute, you go from looking at a piece of text to having a custom-built educational sandbox ready for you to explore a brand new career path. It removes all the traditional friction of signing up for long seminars or navigating complex, clunky learning management systems. It is focused, efficient learning at its absolute best. So what exactly do you get in that course that generates so quickly? Well, these aren't just static walls of text or long, boring videos. You're given voice-first interactive modules, which means you can actively engage and converse with the AI-driven material. You're also giving practical tasks to complete, so you are actually doing the work. For example, instead of just reading a manual, you might be asked to role-play answering a simulated customer query from a homeowner wondering if their roof is, too shady for solar panels. This gives you genuine hands-on value and a real taste of the daily grind for that specific role. And to cap the whole shebang off, you earn a personalized completion certificate at the end, providing a great micro-credentialing experience sparked entirely by a single prompt. And this brilliantly illustrates what we're looking at next. Section 3, Real-World Application. Example, Customer Onboarding Assistant. Understanding the modern shift in this industry is so vital. Think about the traditional solar job. It's field-based, it's highly manual, and crucially, it requires specialized electrical qualifications. That is an incredibly high barrier to entry that literally takes years of training. But then, compare that to a modern role like the solar customer onboarding assistant. This role is entirely office-based and requires absolutely zero electrical background to get started. Furthermore, modern AI tools are seamlessly integrated to assist with the workflow from day one. AI might help by, say, auto-summarizing a new client's energy bill or pre-filling initial consultation forms, which allows the human assistant to focus on actual customer care. Using the prompt pack, you instantly build a full taster course for this exact role, allowing you to experience this accessible, modern green job without having to commit years to retraining as a certified electrician. It's a real game changer. Section 4. The details. Getting started. In the spirit of focused learning, let's keep the logistics entirely practical here. The offer outlined in the source material is completely straightforward. You get the 10 tested prompts for exactly £10. When you compare that to the cost of traditional career counseling or even introductory college courses, it is an incredibly low-risk investment for career exploration. It's an instant download, meaning there is zero friction between you and starting your learning journey, and it's available right now at LELAIL.com. It's designed to be a highly accessible entry point for anyone curious about transitioning their existing skills, things like customer service, administration, or project management, into a booming, future-proof market. I want to conclude our explainer today with this really powerful philosophy drawn directly from the source material: no one left behind. As an industry doubles and the broader economy shifts toward green energy, there's often a very real fear that people are going to be priced out or skilled out of the transition. But tools like this, simple, affordable, and highly focused, prove that the future of solar energy is accessible to a much wider demographic than we might think. You don't need a hard hat, and you definitely don't need an engineering degree. You just need curiosity and the right prompt to start exploring. So what hidden career path might you discover if you gave yourself just 60 seconds to find out? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and keep learning.